Good morning and happy Friday to everybody out there. Hello everybody, I am the Unknown Prophet. I am here between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Hello, I am Joshua Bleasy. I use my homemade custom deck, the 5-Pass Tarot, to divine the best possible path for you. I tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me all the God that I believe in, and that's a lot of them, so I don't try to piss them off. Alright guys, so anyway, welcome on into the Unknown Prophet Daily Tarot Readings. And I would like to say hello and welcome to my YouTube audience and to my Twitch audience as well. So you guys see, as things have been working on here, a little bit more music there. So we're going to turn it down just a tiny bit more though. So I can't hear myself think. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now I can at least hear myself think. I don't know if you guys can hear the music or not, but I guess we'll have to find out, right? And we're going to refresh this screen here and see how we're doing there. So welcome on in, everybody. You know, it's been a really good week so far. You know, there's a lot of positive readings for people. Helped a lot of people so far this week. And, you know, I always feel like there's a sense of accomplishment when I finish out my work week, or when I've done all that I can do for people. You know, I know that there's a lot of people out there who need your help right now, guys. So I know there are a lot of wonderful organizations that could use your donations. Even if you do not donate to me, find something in your life you feel passionate about. Give to a cause you believe in. Give to a cause that will do the world good, that believes in compassion, that believes in coming together as community, that believes that we can do this wonderful multi-pot of an experiment we call Earth here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and we are kind of getting ready to start, you know, getting on the old $5 follower train here. We have our first follow headed towards our 500 followers stream. So, you know what? We are almost to our 500 follow goal right now. So we are approaching a $500 goal. Now this is the new goal up here is for the 6-hour stream here. I wanted to do a 9-hour stream once I got 1K followers. So when I've reached 500 followers on my channel, 6-hour stream. When I've reached 500 more, woohoo, party time. I'll have to reset the goal and make sure it says something different when we reach that 500, okay guys? But you know, I come here every day trying to help you guys find the best possible path for you. You know, I try not to worry about who's here and who's not here, and try to give you guys the best possible advice I can give you on a daily basis. Today I was thinking about those goals and dreams that I've had over the years, you know, and asked myself, none of them were failures because I made every last one of them come true. That's the true means of success. Completing a goal is success. Whether it becomes well liked or popular, that's up to society at large to decide, you know. No one ever bought my books. Well, that's okay, I understand. No one ever bought my artwork. Well, that's okay, I understand. Maybe no one will ever buy these tarot decks. Oh, that's okay, I'll understand. But you know what? Somewhere down the line, there's going to be someone out there who's going to go, I want the Joshua Bleasy collection. And then they're going to go try to find all of my stuff to put it in an art museum, you know. And maybe one day, I won't be as big as Van Gogh, okay? I'm not getting lofty ideas here. But, you know, maybe one of the lesser well-known artists of our time, you know, a modern artist maybe, you know, a creative one at that, you know. You'll see my staff work and everything that I've ever given to anybody will be on display for people to know when I gave it, why I gave it, you know, that kind of stuff. An artist can hope and dream, right? That's every artist's goal and dream, you know what I'm saying? Is to come here and put our voice out. Everything I've ever done has been me trying to put my spirituality out there, my creativity out there, my intellect out there, my view on life out there, my things that I found inspiration in, things I found sadness in, things I found hard to get through, and times when my heart cried so hard for love. I was willing to accept the worst kind of love, even if it wasn't love. You know what I'm saying? And then I found true love and knew what the true meaning of true love was. You know, not a lot of people get to say that they've lived the kind of life I've lived. You know, no one can say that they will have ever experienced what I've went through, because I'm the only person who has ever gone through what I've gone through. But maybe there's another person who lives an exact duplicate life of me, but I don't exactly see him out here right now. So I guess we haven't met yet, buddy. Nice to meet you. You know, and to all those other multi-universe selves out there who may see this in some multi-universe, watching this silly show about this guy here doing unknown prophet tarot readings. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere along the lines, you have to remember, we're all on the biggest reality TV show you ever wanted to view either. You know, everything can happen here, folks. Life, death, the whole one, everything, the whole enchilada. That's right. We have it all. It's Earth. And I do have some green on hand. That's right, guys. I do have one solid joint on hand for maybe later. Don't, you know? And the thing is, guys, is I only try to do that twice a month. And I didn't even get to have a first of the month this time, because by the time I got my internet back up and situations resolved, I had to come back kind of gingerly and say, I'm back, because I had to take a vacation for a short bit there. You know, and life happens sometimes. We got to deal with life. You know, even now I'm sitting here thinking, what do I want to do next with things that are coming up? And I'm starting to think about how I'm going to be investing in myself, how I'm going to be getting ready to do all of this, maybe even getting some packs in production, you know, getting a down payment down so that they're in the work, so I can say they're being printed as we speak. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I can get half of them now and half of them later. You know, get one to see how I like it and if it's exactly what I want it to be, and yada yada hooty hoo. And then I've got to either go in there and correct all of my little typey stuff. And I want to know from you guys whether you guys would like an original version or an updated version of the 5 paths. Because if you want an original version, that one's even more collectible, because that one will be the only. Got follower! Welcome, follower! Hey, welcome, new follower. Welcome on in, guy. How are we doing today? I hope you're enjoying your stay here. And, you know, just kind of updating my people what's going on with me. And we also try to send out some positive vibes from people. And I do some tarot reading here. And we talk about life, the world, have some coffee sometimes, have a couple smokes. If we're really, really feeling it today, we're going to have our 420 joint later. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm all about too. Mostly I do always do clean readings unless you see the 420 symbol up on the screen. So until then, I have not imbibed in anything more than medicinal. So, alright, first question. Is the music okay? Can you hear me still? And if the music's okay, then here's how it works here. I'm going to ask you how many times you want to shuffle the deck for you. 1 through 10. So how many times do you want me to shuffle the deck? 1 through 10. And then I'm going to ask you to pick a second number, 1 through 52. That's where the answers you are seeking will be in my deck. So whether you want a general question or a specific question, please let me know. Either you want a general or you want a specific question. Make it as simple as possible so I can understand it. Other than that, if there are times when I'm shuffling, when a card might pop out onto the desk here, we call these God cards. Here, these are the highest, most powerful messages you will receive here. And last but not least, I do not sugarcoat a damn thing here. I am a very blunt, in-your-face tarot reader. So if you wanted one of those, I'm going to tell you about your love life and how you're going to meet your one through love someday. I'm not Miss Cleo, bitch, and I don't take money for this. I do it for free, so I can be honest with you. So if you would like to donate or want to help my cause or Kickstarter campaign, feel free to do so. That's on you guys. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. So we have a 7-time shuffle, and then we need one more number, 1 through 52. Well, I never make assumptions. Here are your 7 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you had 2 God cards pop out. We always do those after your general reading. Okay. And then we have another number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and the 33rd card is now on top. Alright, here we go with your general reading for today. Woohoo. And as you will see, I have a custom-made homemade deck that I created. I do not have your normal tarot cards. I am trying to get this published right now. If you want to know more about that, click that Kickstarter link up there. You can find out more about that at your leisure. So if you want to help me out with that. I want to turn something else down here real quick here because it's kind of very distracting. So wanted to move it to something a little quieter there for a second. You know, I can't hear myself. I can't hear them. How can I help you guys? So, and I'm glad to hear that. I gotta turn this other guy down too. Jesus Christ. Like everyone's loud today. I don't know if it's just me or if it's like my hearing has been like peaky lately. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get to doing these readings. So I'm glad you like these cards there and understand here. Anyway, moving along, and I have a tendency to over-explain things sometimes, so if I get too long-winded, let me know sometimes. But here we go. Here's what I'm feeling from your energy today. Sen Paul, I hope that's said correctly. Sen Paul, or Senpai. Just want to check on the name here. Senpai? Okay. Okay, Senpai. Anyway, thank you for letting me get it correctly. So, anyway, my friend, one of the things that I'm feeling from your energy is we've been realizing that some of the things we have been doing as a spirit recently has been moving out of some old bad habits we used to do in our mundane life. We're kind of moving away from these things, but because now we've kind of decided that the cage we were in was an ugly cage. Yeah, it was the most comfortable cage in the world. It had my comfy couch in there, my comfy chair in there. It had all of my good stuff and things that I've collected along the way and stuff like that. But you know what? I didn't realize just how much it was hurting me. So I had to allow myself the freedom to understand that what I had done to myself. I looked around at what I actually had in my cage. The couch is tore down, chair is broken, cracks in the wall, foundation is crumbling, yada, yada, yada. And I've really discovered that this is a cage I no longer want to put myself in. So it's time for me to go out of this door. But I think it's locked. It's not. I've had the key in my whole pocket my whole entire life. All I had to do was choose to turn off. Thank you. Thank you for redeeming the hydrator. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you notice my voice getting a little groggly like that, that's a great way to do that for me. But understand that you know this already, that you've been moving out of that cage. You took the key, you walked outside the door, you put the door and shut it completely, locked that door, and threw the key into the center of that cage so you could never get back there ever again. And this is something that you've been kind of working on this whole last year, and now you're starting to see the benefits of this newfound freedom of what you are now choosing to do rather than when you feel you were imposed to do or someone imposed on you to do, you know? Kind of like maybe some obligation feelings there. I kind of feel like there might have been something where you kind of felt like you had to stick around for other people, kind of a deal, when that kind of put your life on hold for a bit, and now it's kind of going on now. Time for my life and my life to start, kind of a deal. And that's kind of one of the things that I'm feeling there. And then what you're doing in life right now is you've gotten to the point now where you're frustrated with this part, so we've blown the top off of our volcano. And even in the best of circumstances, we are doing one simple thing. We know that the inevitable thing that has to happen is I have to release all of this power, all of this strength, all of this excitement of this new birth thing I want to do, and pour down onto the life that I've already had this hot magma and lava, because I'm going to destroy everything in its place to put down new found road. Yes, that means I might have to give it some cooling time, but it's still newfound road in which I can start to travel on to the place I want to go rather than where everybody else was trying to steer me. Get out of my way now or get mulled over, because it's my time to believe in myself, to put my interest first, to say, here is what I want to do. I'm going to do it now. You watch me do it now, kind of attitude. And more that we had to express that freedom was part of the solution to it. But this is the second part. This is the part we're working on right now, is gathering up that lava to pour down onto that whole new life we want to create. And we're creating that newfound foundation, and that takes a little bit of time to do. It takes some time to cool. But once we get through all of that, in your future, or what is to come, is that this potential that you've been waiting to see within yourself, within your life, within everything that's been going on recently, is going to start to come to pass, because it's going to start to open up just like a bud on a newfound tree in springtime. It needs that first little bit of that warmer air to come in and warm that seed and shake it up. And then it has to have that all-important rays of spring, summer coming its way to get that nice new growth it needs. It needs that emotional healthiness to know its truest emotions, to let those out so that it can feed itself the nutrients that it needs in the ground it's firmly planted in. And that means you have all the potential to become anything and everything you want yourself to be. All that's asked of you now is saying, decide that spot in the ground now where you see yourself becoming that person, where you see yourself being that person, walking the walk, talking the talk, doing the do, more involving all of the attributes in which you have within your life. Because the reason you're going through all of this right now is because you are trying to take back control over your life. Maybe there have been a lot of people telling you how to run things and how to do things with your own life. Maybe there have been a lot of people trying to give you helpful advice that's overwhelming at times, that's way too much more than I wanted to know, or maybe not enough information I desperately want you to say. And no, you don't understand kind of feelings. But we have to cut off all of these little spider webs that kind of try to trick us into living the life they want us to live rather than to live the life we want ourselves to live. And that means taking our fan back in our hot little hands and using that to control the ebbs and flows of our life. Do we want to go fast? Do we want to go slow? It doesn't matter what anybody else wants. It's what I want now. What do you want now? And what do you want to start to control in your life? What you're trying to feed is the fire that's right in front of you, the one that you want to start to create. Because if you're going to pour lava down, why not use some of that magma to create this new armor you need? And now you not pour down a new foundation where you can build walls and houses and houses and places for you to feel home within yourself again. We're building a whole new person here, or building a whole new experience here. It's time for you to take it by the hands and take your life in control again. So that is your general reading. Do you have any questions about that? Or anything else you'd like to know, or about anything else I've said? Please let me know. If you understand, I will get on to the second part of the reading. Took a little bit of that hydrate moment. And feel free to let me know whatever you would like to know. Just be honest with me is all I ask. If that was good enough for you, say thank you. Right, okay, good to hear. And then what I do have to tell you today are my little bit more of spiritual butt kicking time. So, whereas maybe the last one was something you needed to hear, this is definitely what you need to hear from the Lord or whatever higher power you believe in. So whatever you've been recently asking, you've been doing something recently where you've been asking them for an answer recently. And whatever you believe in, I don't care which one it is, it does matter to me. What is important to you is important to you. They're trying to send you a message in no uncertain terms here, and these are those messages to you. Now this may have something to do with the last reading. It may have nothing to do with the last reading, but they definitely will sometimes kick your spiritual ass. So I always ask permission to show you your cards or not. So if you want to see your God cards and hear what they have to tell you, say yes, God cards, or no, thank you, have a great day. Whichever one works for you is up to you. But sometimes these ones are a little bit more boxing glove type kind of things. When you need your butt kicked spiritually. Oh, come on, man. Stop telling me everything good. Tell me something I need to work on first. You know what I'm saying? Kind of deal. So whenever you're ready, let me know what you want to do with there. Well, I have a little bit of tobacco. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, just say yes, God cards next time. But yeah, thank you for the permission. It's just one. It's. Oh my dear God. Okay, Senpai. Senpai. Sorry, I already forgot how to say your name. Sen. No, I said Senpai. Senpai, right? Senpai. I think that was it. Anyway, I kind of want to get it right there here. Senpai. I will go with that for now. Okay, Senpai. That's the way it goes for me then. Thank you for giving me credence to that. I try really hard, I really do. But I'm not the greatest with grammar or phonetic spelling. I try to sound everybody's name out there. So, Senpai, what I need to tell you from your higher power is a very unique message for you. So I really want you to hear this one because they're really trying to tell you some validating things here and some things they want you to remember that you've kind of forgotten. Number one, right now, it's time to get the big picture. I want you to actually look at what you've actually got going on in your actual life right now, in real life. I want you to look around at what you actually have and compare it to everything else you've ever had. Because I'm willing to bet you if you look around at your life right now, you could consider yourself pretty fucking lucky. And yes, I said fucking lucky because that's how most people would view it. Most people would see you as the person in the lap of luxury. Remember, my friend, that appreciate that which you already have right in front of you, or ergo, you may lose it someday, because we aren't appreciating what's right in front of our eyes. So there's a situation or something that's going on in your life right now that maybe if you just kind of moved out of your own way a tiny bit and moved past this one tiniest little fear that you need to get past right now, that you would start to see your life in a whole new different way. And that's the whole point of this experience right now. We want to give you. We want you to see things in a whole new different way. And then you get this card. And you have never been here before, at least not to my knowledge. You've never been here before. And this is a very special card in my deck, because this is my mother's card in my deck. She is an angel up in heaven, and I love her so ever dearly, but she's been gone quite a while now. But the lessons she gave me along the way, she was going to help me impart some much needed things you need to hear today as well. But before we get to that part, let's get to the actual flower. The gardenia rose is one of the most resilient flowers in nature. It can grow in the light, it can grow in the dark, it can grow pretty much anywhere. What it is very good at is being a very symbiotic plant that weaves itself through all the other plants and helps them grow. It takes very little in return for what it gives. Just like a lot of things in nature, it sometimes does more for others than it does for itself. Well, my mother had a similar issue in life. She allowed a lot of people to try to help her and tell her how to run her life in a better, new, different way. Sometimes she took some good advice, sometimes she took some rotten advice, and sometimes, life just got to her. She had her own set of issues and problems too. But you know what? Just like what the actual gardenia rose does better in nature than my mom did was, it actually does learn over time how to take from all that other sources and still give back what is needed in return, but not deplenish myself doing it. And that's kind of the lesson partly that I needed to tell you. And then there's the part where if there's you going through a struggle right now, there's a mom in your life where you argue a lot with your mom, and maybe sometimes she gives you some really harsh advice or some really out there advice, take some time to listen to your mother today and just take in the words and understand they're only trying to help you. Whether you take their advice or not, they know you will always do that. But, that's life and how it goes. Now on to the last and final part of your reading. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, here is your butt kick for today. Ding. Anyway, so the three things that I need to tell you the most right now, and I really want you to hear me when I say this, okay? Ready here. Open ears, open soul, open everything, receiving, ready to hear it. Because this comes from your higher power. This comes from your mother aspect of whatever you believe in the higher power. And I want you to hear me today. You have the power, my friend. I don't ever want to hear the words, you don't have the power ever again. Because we gave you that free will, because we gave you that will, because we gave you that intent and the tools to use them. You have the power to do anything and everything you want yourself to do. Number 2. You are loved by more people than you could ever be possibly imagined. I want you to hear it again. You are loved by more people than you could ever possibly imagine. You don't know how many people you've made smile, laugh, giggle, that you've endured, that you've made better, that you've helped along the way, that still love you to this day. You want a special place in their heart because you did something kind or nice for them. And I never want to hear the words that you are not loved by anybody ever again, including the one that is talking to you now, your one true self, your highest self, you. And the third And last thing I got to tell you, it's time to carve your own goddamn destiny already. Put your finger in the times of sands of time and carve that bad bitch out like you want it, like you need it, like you believe it. Breathe it every single day, because the universe just wrote you a blank check, my friend. And if you don't cash this one in, you're an idiot. And that is your spiritual butt kicking for today. So I hope that helped you in some way, shape, or form. Gave you some much needed validation. Maybe gave you a spiritual butt kicking. Maybe something you desperately needed to hear. I don't know what way your gods have tried to give that message to you, but that's an answer to a question you've been asking them. Those two things combined mean something to you. That's between you and your higher power. I don't try to get in the way of you and your higher power. I just tell you what he wanted you to hear today. So, and welcome in Snowy 93 to the queue. Let me do a cleansing shuffle here and clear these cards off of the last reading and get them all ready for you guys to do the next one there. You're very welcome, Senpai. I appreciate you being here and taking the time to spend your time here and get a reading from me. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for anything else extra you may do along the way, but these are 100% free readings here. Never expect you guys to do anything for me. Want to show me love? You know how to do that stuff. There's a little pin a message up there I would really like you to donate to. That's how you can help me right now. Other than that, anything else, everything else I earn goes towards that goal anyway. So I'm doing actually very awesome. Thank you. I know they bless me every day, because as long as I'm allowed to do this, I know they're blessing me, because I don't think I could do it the way I do it if I wasn't blessed by them. Every single day I get this gift. You know? And you know what? That's what we need to do as readers for one another. Sometimes we need to check ourselves in to another reader's chat and hear it from a different person's perspective. Yeah, we hear these voices sometimes, but we don't always trust it. But when we hear it come through a complete random stranger who's getting every damn thing on point, and then something else makes sense in our head, and we go, damn, I am not doing that, am I? You know, I've done it too, you know. I started meditating on a regular basis because of a different reader. You know, I wasn't meditating regularly. I started to meditate before every single thing, and now I've been meditating for a full year now. So, you know what I'm saying? So, we always have lessons to teach one another. So, welcome in and thank you in. Bring your community in sometime. We're just stand here to lurk and love if you want to. But if you got things you got to go do them. Alright, let's get on to doing Snowy's reading here. And like I said, I am having a fabulous day so far. Alright, gonna have a little bit of tobacco smoke here real quick while we're waiting for Snowy here. Snowy, if you've been here before, I will ask you to pick your numbers 1 through 10. That's how many times I'm going to shuffle the deck for you. Then I'm going to ask you to pick a second number 1 through 52. That's where the answers will be in my deck. And when we're shuffling, if cards pop out onto the desk or pop out of my deck, as long as it's not 6 or more cards, then those are your God cards. That's a separate thing. Okay, so the only numbers I need are the 1 through 10 and 1 through 52. And if you do have a question you want to ask, please ask it in chat. If you want a general reading, just let me know you want a general reading. Other than that, I do the best I can. First number is 2, so 2 times shuffle, and the second number is... And please let me know what you would like today. Do you have just a general reading, or do you have a question? Okay, general reading, you got it. And 1 and 2. I've had God cards pop out on one shuffle before, so don't think it hasn't happened, okay? But, all right, here is your 13th. You didn't get any this time, so sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the 13th card is now on top there. Alright, I'm dealing from the top. What do we need to know for Snowy today? So, Snowy. Life has been going in a certain direction for quite a long time. And we knew that this day would come. But we didn't believe it. We're still having a hard time believing it because it's just too fantastic not to believe it. But now is your time to celebrate. What you've been through up to this point was what you were here to kind of learn so that you could learn how to celebrate life every single day. Because you are going to light the fire under this cauldron of change and add the right kind of ingredients to the soup of your life. What you want to have in your life every day is a consuming meal that will fill all those spots within you that need those filling holes filled. And that will be what you have to remind yourself to keep continuing to do, is celebrate yourself and celebrate all of your accomplishments. Even the smallest accomplishment is time to celebrate. How you choose to celebrate may just be you going, welcome on in, Guidance! Welcome in, my brother! Nice to see you, my friend. Serenity, nice to see you as well. Alright, there's another good reader out there. Guidance is an awesome tarot reader. I highly recommend him. Highly. So he has a very good vibe and does tell me a lot of the things that I needed to hear. And I've actually started to take down the cannabis use since our last reading and try to reduce it to a little bit lesser than I've been using. So doing a good job there by the way. So I appreciate that. And give me just a quick second. I gotta do this for my brother. Because if you're getting the one from me, Snowy, you should definitely get one from him. Because he is one of the best readers out there on Twitch. I believe. I believe Terra Mama's a good one too. And there are a couple of other ones that I see on a random sporadic basis that I think are pretty good. So we got that queue open, guys, and we're ready to rock and roll. I always go in order here, so there aren't any spinning wheels for chances at closer times and stuff like that. And, you know, like I said, she's awesome there. And I've recently met a couple of new ones out there that I'm just starting to get to know a little bit. So I don't remember their names at this point, you know. But, yeah, so I really would appreciate you giving them a look sometime as well. So anyway, moving on to what the rest of what you need to know today, okay? Because celebration is all fine and good, and maybe the time for celebration may be coming to an end, and it's time to do some more work again. What do we need to start to work on, however, space? It's time for you to start to get to the edge of those fears that you've been trying to skirt from all of this time, and you knew you'd have to face eventually, walking up to the cliff on dainty little toes going, I don't know if I can do this, right? Well, no one said they weren't providing you with the biggest parachute you've ever seen. I mean, do you really need any more mattresses down there protecting your butt? Or what about that extra bat wingsuit and extra parachute they've given you? Not like they're telling you, we're not giving you some help here. We just want you to start to take some risk, take some chances, take some times when you don't honestly know how it's going to work out. How will you ever know if it will work out if you don't try it first? It's kind of like trying a certain kind of food for the first time. And maybe, I put this in my mouth and I like this flavor. Or maybe I don't like this flavor. But the experience is the point, because we don't know until we've done it. And now it's your turn to start to face that fear that's been staring you in your face this whole time, that you knew you'd have to face eventually, and we had to finally get over. Take your jumping leap, my friend. That's what they want you to do. Because all they want you to realize in that leap is it's time to bask in the sun again, my friend. It's time to get around that positively minded group of people that will be your support group, that will be the reminders of why you want to stay on this positive journey. And there's no need to fear the unknown, because it's the unknown possibilities, because it is all of time and space, everything that ever happened, everything that ever will, all that, which you and more. You watch us run. If you're a Doctor Who fan, okay, but you know what I'm saying? It is the place where dreams become reality, the unknown. And walking in that unknown is great, but until you have the brightness of that idea to be birthed in that darkness, there is always light. You are the light in the darkness. You have to get around other lights so that you can shine as brightly as those other lights. Kind of like a sunflower does in a sunflower field. You have to kind of follow the sun around all day long until you've gone to bed, get your rest, and your rejuvenating energy, and go back and do it again. And keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it, until your damn battery is full already. And that's what they want you to start to do a little bit better of, is getting your own energies back in check as well, making sure you're taking as much as you are giving. Why are you going through all of this right now, you may ask? Well, it's time for you to get down to it. New foundation time comes with new responsibilities. What do you want to put down as the foundation in which you are beginning? Even if it's just a new project, it may not be a new person, but whatever you are starting, it is time for you to understand that the old ingredients weren't working. We had to have new ingredients, and now we're pouring down into our life the foundation in which we will build the home we will live in someday. And we're quickly working on this at our own pace. So just allow yourself your time to add the right ingredients to your own foundation right now. Celebrate those achievements which you've gotten. Overcome those fears you know you're ready to face. But walk in the happy and get around those people who remind you to do that. And that's your general reading for today, Snowy. And welcome on into all of my other people out there. Oh, this is a treat and an honor. I get to read for guidance. Ooh. You know, I take this as a very deep honor to be able to read for you, my friend. So let me cleanse these cards off really good for you, my friend. And I'm glad that that helped you in some way. Hopefully it gave you the messages you needed to hear right now. I don't necessarily worry about whether it's what you needed to know and what not necessarily what you wanted to know sometimes. So, yep. So, guidance, I don't know. You haven't been here for a while, my friend, so I don't know if you know how it works here, but I ask people to pick their own numbers here. General is fine. I'm going to ask you to pick a number 1 through 10, and then 1 through 52. I shuffled that many times for you, and general is fine for you. I kind of figured that would be what it would be. All right, 9 shuffles, and if they're pop-out cards, those will be like your messages from the higher power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, we have 3 God cards. We'll get to those after your general reading. And then we need a second number, 1 through 52 guidance. Where are your answers in my deck? Serenity of Wind, you're next. Then redo, you're next after that. Alright, let's refill the water here. Ran out of coffee yesterday. I got some nice, refreshing water anyway. Need more water all the time anyway. Alright, and 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th card now is on top. And here is your general reading for today, my friend. Well, my friend, like I said, it's a very deep honor I get to read for you another number. No, you gave me your 2 numbers. 9 was the shuffle, and then it was 1 through 52. And this is what I got for you. Okay, just wanted to double check to make sure. Just double checking with my person there. So what am I feeling for you today, guidance, that I think you need to know today? We have been working on this newfound experience that we have been kind of diving into a little bit now. And it's more of our own personal journey, and we know we want to start to work on it and put it into a shape that we can be proud of what we want it to be someday. You are kind of bringing all the right ingredients together and doing a great job at that. Bringing and forming it into that shape is what you have been slowly working on. And it's been a slow process because you want to take your time to build something worthy of being built in the first place. You don't give it half of a project. You either give it your all or you don't give it all. You're trying to give as much energy to others as you give to yourself as well. And you're taking this molding stuff into your palm of your hands and you're going, what do I feel like creating now? And what do I feel like doing now to show people not only my creativity, but what I have done within myself as my own journey as well. And as a reader, you know that's always important to kind of always dive back into that solar plexus kind of energy and that soul energy there and kind of work it around every once in a while and get it moving anyway. So why are we currently going through? Well, we want to learn a certain kind of lesson. We've asked our guides and our gods to help us with a certain lesson we want to learn. They're providing us those tools in our everyday life by giving us the signs and giving us the messages we give every day. Don't forget that sometimes the messages you give to others, you need to be looking at yourself and saying, does this apply to myself as well sometimes? I know we do that already, but that's your gentle reminder not to take some of the lessons that you are giving to others and to be reminded yourself to take your own advice there. Otherwise, you will be forced to relearn the lesson by the universe again, over and over again, until they come by you with that mythical 2x4 and go, back to the beginning you go. You know what I'm saying? But you know it's about the journey, not the destination of where you are going to get. You're not expecting a brass ring at the end of the tunnel. You just want an experience. You just want some time to find out whether this will work out or not. So you're giving it the appropriate amount of time and energy right now. And you are enjoying the journey and enjoying every step as it comes and stuff like that. And the thing that you are working on this journey is finding that joy in it and finding the real life wonderful joy of looking up and saying, thank you for this experience, being grateful for this experience, not only because of what you can do for others, but for what the universe has provided you. Because you have done all of this for everybody else, we as readers do receive some wonderful gifts. Not only do you get validation for your own self, like you've come here to find today, and today they just want me to say, good job, guidance. Good job, guidance. That's a good guidance. All right, guidance, you got a gold star. And basically, that's all that they're really kind of telling me, and what they're telling me that you kind of needed to hear. Just to find that joy every single day in what you do. And when it doesn't feel like you can find that joy, go watch cute kitty videos like the rest of us. And then I do have a God card message for you as well. And because you're a fellow reader, I think you'll already want to see these cards, because we always want that extra information from our higher power. And you've got a 3-card message for you as well. So I'm trying to get a little bit better at making my explanations a little shorter, especially with someone who knows what those meanings mean a lot of the time. But I'm a story guy, so a very good friend of mine and mentor of mine at one time gave me the greatest lessons about stories. Stories are the things that tie us together. They're the memories of the gods, because they don't have pens and paper up there. They only have what memories we give them. So maybe that's something you need to be reminded today. But definitely, they've been asking them to give you a certain answer. They want to tell you what those answers are. All right, so listen up. This is what they want you to know. First of all, no, it doesn't have anything to do with the past or your past karma or your past experiences or past lives or any of that past stuff. It's about understanding the history lesson of it and understanding that, yes, we had to go through A, B, C, and D as part of our history lesson so that we could learn in this lifetime what we have yet to experience in other lifetimes. And we're back on the karmic track of doing for others this time, as they will help us inevitably do for ourselves. Well, we have to honor that past, and maybe there's some ancestry stuff that's been wandering in your brain lately about maybe some ancestry stuff that you want to kind of figure out for yourself, and maybe there's a program or something out there that would help you kind of learn a little bit more about your actual heritage, or maybe it's time to go talk with those elders and people who could give you a little bit more of the actual in real life history lesson rather than what a book would say. You know, it's all about they want you to embrace both your masculine and feminine sides, but more than that, it's time to re-embrace life again. Time to go out there and live a little bit more life. Where we have been taking our life up to now has been great, but we've been wanting to do more with it than we've been doing with it. We needed that extra motivation to be reminded from our higher powers, our masculine and feminine selves, that are telling us we are ready, because we have found the embracing knowledge we needed inside and the warm embrace of self. We know how to do this already, so now it is to be able to embrace life once again. Is sometimes we have to remind ourselves to keep doing that for ourselves as well. And the last and final thing they want me to tell you is this, that whatever you've been thinking about and rolling around in that head of yours right now, stop looking at every last little possibility. Just go in the universe and grab out one of those dreams, take it out of the universe and go, yep, that's the one I'm doing today, and see how it works out, rather than wondering all this time whether or not one will work out or one won't work out. It's all in how you start to grab that brass ring, that maybe you do need that in some way, shape, or form. But it doesn't have to be monetary. It can be spiritual reward. It can be monetary reward. It can be just personal life experience reward. So remind yourself that everything you choose to do in this world is a gift, my friend. And thank you for being the gift for others. And that comes straight from your higher power. Thank you for being the gift and receiver of our messages. So that's something they definitely wanted me to say. So that comes from right, yeah, exactly. Focus on what's in front of you, especially when it comes to your own personal journey, not your online journey, not the journey you do with family or friends or something. The journey that you're slowly taking for yourself. It's not so much introspection. It's, I need this experience because I just want to go see if this would work out this way, A, B, C, or D. Focus on what you really want to be passionate about rather than have a bunch of other things out there try to focus on one of them at this moment. Basically, it's the gist of the message. It may have something to do with a past dream as well. It might have something to do with you saying to yourself, there was a dream I had in the past, that because the past path was there. And the past paths are all about you reviewing those past victories and defeats that we had up to this point in life. But it's not necessarily our war chronicle. It's our history lesson. And all we're doing is just taking that and acknowledging it, leaving it where it belongs on the shelf of our memory, and moving on with the rest of our lives. So that, and I know that was a little bit over-explaining, but I kind of feel they wanted me to say all of that. So, we are going to make sure. I thought I heard a card drop into my butt can, so I gotta go make sure I didn't have a card trying to run away at me. Okay, no card. So I hope that helped you today, guidance, and I would definitely recommend go check him out. I don't know his schedule very well, but I do know that when he's available, he gets pretty busy pretty quick, because that's just how good of a reader I believe he is. And I hope you take that as a high compliment from me, and I think you already do. So you're very welcome, guidance. Thank you for coming to visit today. Feel free to lurk around, visit with others, and don't be afraid to shout yourself out one more time before you leave today. So, I give carte blanche for shout-outs here. Serenity of Wind. How we are doing today, young lady. And let me clear these cards off for you. Make sure you get a really nice, clean reading as well. Alright, we're ready to rock and roll here. And then I will have a special announcement on Monday for all of those people out there. Today, if you are a Patreon member, you will get to see my official reveal of the art cards that are going into the contest for the 5 Paths 50 card drawings. Now there's 2 separate drawings, okay? There's one on Patreon only. It's a $3 minimum to enter, kind of a giveaway. Then there's a second giveaway. That's when you become a backer of the 5 Paths Tarot. If you donate more than $100, I'm going to give you one of the packs, up to 50 copies. They'll be signed, and then one person will win a full-on art card from me that will be signed for me and personalized from me, and then I will send them their deck their way. So that's my exciting news, just in case anyone didn't hear. If you want to find out more about that, check out my link up above. If you ever want to show me the kind of kindness I've shown you, that's where you can show me the kindness right now. Other than that, I hope you enjoy your time while you're here. All right, moving on to Serenity, and he said 3 shuffle 7th card. You got it. 1, 2, 3. I know. I was thinking maybe these are meant to fall, and they're like, nope, don't fall. And I'm like, okay. And then the 7th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th card. Hey, thank you, guidance, for that wonderful gift. That will go towards my wonderful fund there. I truly appreciate that. Alrighty then. So, moving on to what we need to do for Serenity of Wind today. And I truly appreciate that, guidance. That means a lot to me. Thank you. And, you know, one of the things that Serenity needs to win here today, and the general reading, I think, is what they wanted. Is that right, young lady? So checking back in with you, Serenity, just to make sure, because I think that's what you want here, unless I'm feeling questioning. I truly do appreciate it, my friend. I truly do appreciate it. So, I want to go out tonight about that. Okay, so you want to know about tonight's adventure, right? And what to expect for tonight? Well, we've been wanting to do this for a while, so I want you to remind yourself that you're asking the universe to provide you an experience. What kind of experience you go out there to get is how you treat the night. So go out there expecting to have a good time. Just go out there to find your joy, to go out and experience the best parts of life again, to just go out there and take what you needed for yourself for a change and give yourself a much needed boost in saying, I'm here to do me today, whether that's dancing, whether that's drinking out there with listening to comedy, going out there to a nightclub and listening to a really good singer, going to some friend's house and hanging with them, whatever your trips your trigger, okay? And if whatever you want to go out with tonight, you shouldn't be worried about it because you just want to start to test those. Yeah? Well, then don't argue with people. Simply say, you know what, that's a very interesting thought there. I will check in with my higher power and get back to you on that. I don't know. Something just let them know, hey, I appreciate you telling me all of that, but you're kind of dragging my vibe down here. Do you want me to still be here or not? Because if you guys are going to continue to argue, I'll go hang out with somebody else. And that's, that's kind of prerequisite there, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? Then you have to come back at them with an annoying counterpoint, don't we? And find the fun in it, don't we? Because it's like Cards Against Humanity time here, okay? Let's just put out the most outrageous answer that you want to put out there just to get them to stop sometimes. Maybe you need to do that. They're going to keep giving you annoying questions. Give them annoying answers, okay? Make it kind of fun for both of you to get into doing it. Then maybe you can make a game out of it and actually bond. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about you finding acceptance. And we want to find acceptance in this group. Well, that means giving as much as we get. So giving of ourselves and expecting the same in return. So just give as much of that welcoming energy to them. Hey, I'm kind of new here. I'm wondering why you guys like to talk about this. Why is this a subject for you guys? Get into understanding their reasons behind it, because if they've explained it enough, maybe they'll stop too. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to find and realize you want to be accepted. Well, they're asking you to put up with their annoying subjects sometimes as part of their deal of being in their circle. Do we okay and accept that? Or do we not accept that and find new people to hang out with who don't do that? You're building up that resilience. How are we ever going to build up this resilience against people like this if we never put ourselves out there with this newfound armor we have on ourselves, with this newfound spirit we have on ourselves, and we don't test to see just how strong we are once in a while? Now that means we might have to get a tink in our armor. But that doesn't mean it has to be the end of the story, because we can always go back to that forge and pound those little nibbits out and make it even stronger, tempering it even more. And reminding yourself that you need to do that is what it's going to be about. Is maybe you need to go through this so you can learn how to deal with it. So it doesn't bother you anymore, basically. It's all about that life, death, and rebirth cycle. What are you trying to change within your life right now? Think about it. Are these the kind of people that will keep you going in the direction you want your life to go? Or are these the people that need to slowly go out of your life so that you can find new positive people to take its place? I mean, it's a genuine question. Do these people need to be a part of your life? Unless you live with them, or unless they're parents or people you can't get rid of that are just, because they're always going to be family no matter what, doesn't mean you can't move as far away from them and completely ignore them either. You know what I'm saying? You know better than anyone, Serenity, that the winds of change come and go. It's how you grow in those choices. Right now, I kind of feel like you're working towards that rebirthing process. And remember, with what comes with rebirthing, it means going through a little bit of a labor process to become that new person. But once we decide we are that person and we live that, dream that, all that stuff, the moment we do all of that is the moment things start to try to work out themselves for us, because we're not trying to fill our wants anymore. We're trying to fill our needs. And I know you understand, but that's kind of what the universe is trying to tell you. And there weren't any God cards to give you this time, so sorry, and you're lucky there all at the same time. So, hopefully that helped answer your question today, Serenity, and helped give you the much needed guidance you needed. Well, that's good. Hey, you know what? There's something to be said about just staying in, too. You know? You don't always have to go cohabitate with others. Sometimes having a nice, healthy self-care day, grabbing the tub of chocolate, the little one, and then, grabbing some popcorn, watching whatever movie you want to watch for a change, snuggling with your favorite animal if you have such an animal, or your favorite teddy bear or whatever. Pretend you're 5 again and watch cartoons for a day. Okay? Whatever it takes to make you a little bit more joyful in your life. Well, then stop going out to the same places. Maybe you need to go to some place new or different that you haven't tried before. Maybe you're not trying to find a dance party experience, but maybe find a different kind of experience, Like maybe a group where you can go talk about what you're actually trying to find out about your spirituality, about whatever. Place where you can make friends, where it's designed to socialize. A social club, hey, get on one of those apps and start swiping left or right. There are lots of ways to have people come to you too. No one says you have to go anywhere, but you know what I mean. Alright, I see the sky again. Alright, Red Dog. Red Dog Rebel. Calling Red Dog Rebel to stay. Alright, I see you already giving me your numbers. Alright, my lady, you have a wonderful rest of the day. Alright? So 8 and 34 for Red Dog. 1. You have God cards already. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay, we have 2 God cards for you, Red Dog, and then the 34th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and the 34th card is now on the top of my deck. General reading, I'm assuming, for you today. There, Red Dog. Or did you have a question today? Because I'm feeling kind of a general is fine. Okay. Alright, Red Dog, here we go. So, Red Dog, we've been learning how to embrace life once again and trying to make sense of some of the things that have been not making sense for quite a long time. I got to turn my back massager on because my back is starting to really hurt. So I got this new chair to help with my back pain once in a while, so I don't have to end stream as much. But learning how to embrace both the masculine and feminine parts of who we were was kind of the point of this last year, was getting to know ourselves and how to embrace the things that we weren't so happy about ourselves and learn how to change and grow them into new different ways. It wasn't not all about doing stuff for self as well. It was just kind of bringing things together in life as well. Maybe getting a more solid concrete job, or maybe having a more stable home, or maybe having something more stable in your life was kind of coming together for you, and now you're trying to embrace this new reality because now you have that stability, but you have to find that part within yourself that I need to re-embrace that life within myself again, and finding that reasons to re-aliven some of the stuff that I want to re-aliven within myself. And how am I going to go about doing that? Well, it's time for you to finally realize that you've been in the pot rather than cooking the pot. That's right, you have been the all-important ingredient in your own stew. That's right, Red Dog, it's Red Dog Rebel Stew. And guess what? We don't want to do that to ourselves anymore. That was all what everybody else wanted us to be. We don't want to do that to ourselves anymore. We cleaned our pot out, and now we're starting over from scratch, but not as much scratch as we need to do. Disco stew, yeah. Anyway, there's a little disco stew for you. Okay, but the thing that I want to get to is we've cleaned the pot out and we're ready to make new stew. That means deciding what we want to go back into life again. So that means only adding the ingredients I want to add, because this time I'm not putting myself in the stew. I'm going to stay out of it this time. I'm going to be the one controlling the stew, adding what flavors I want to it, so that when I'm ready to go out there and fill these little needs I have in my life, I can actually consume this enough to heal myself to be able to do that. So it's all going to be about what ingredients we want to add into self for a little bit, and what we want to readopt as a new, brilliant, beautiful person, or new experience, or new anything. We're trying to get over the sadness of the past. There has been some sadness in life. There has been some times when it seemed like the darkest was never, ever, ever gonna end. But now you are getting to decide your own fate. And remind yourself that you are the sky in this picture. You are not the clouds. The clouds are what happened to the world that you allow happen to it. You get to decide just how much happy or sad you want yourself to be. If you go out there with a positive attitude and believing in yourself and believing in what we are and what we're all about, we are going to overcome whatever this is within ourselves that we want to become new or different. Because we are kind of mourning a loss of sorts. This is just a part of our grief of letting go of that old self. So letting go of old self is healthy. So we're doing healthy releasing stuff, not I'm sad about life kind of stuff. And that's what brings me to the release card. Because all of this has been designed to do one thing: help you release that what you've embraced within yourself for far too long and needed to let out. Embracing yourself enough to say, I have to start to add the right kind of ingredients and release that which I no longer do not. I have to release those clouds so that I can bring in the newfound foundation. I must release my expectations that today will be a bad day and remove it with that and replace it with today will be the best goddamn day ever. And the only way I will ever be able to do that is if maybe I finally find a way to do this. So I would like to give you the standard rock method. If you would like a spiritual experience, if you would like a spiritual tool and our mental tool, this is something I would like to give you, but I only ask it if you want this tool, I'll give it. But don't want it, don't have to have it. I call this the Lost Stone. If you want to know, please say yes. Otherwise, I'll move on to your God cards. Okay? So, if that's what you've got planned going for yourself right now, if that's the healthy trip you need to take, then what I want you to do is before you leave that for that trip, even if it's a future trip you're planning, okay? Go outside and grab a rock, the ugliest rock you can find that you can hold in the palm of your hand. And every day until that trip goes off, I want you to put into that rock the ultimate black hole that can suck any and all negativity away from you. But there's one thing you need to desperately let go of in your life or release in your life. And you need to put that inside of the rock. And I want you to think about it every single day until you go on to that trip. And when you are finally at that trip and in that place, I want you to gather up and I want you to pray on this rock every single day, every single moment that you feel that you need this negative stuff drawn away from you. Your higher power is going to create that spot in it to take that away from you. And then you're going to take away that one thing you need to let go of into that rock. And you're going to think about that as much or as little as you want up until that day when you go out. But if you're going to do this in real life where there's no trip involved, okay, let's just pretend for a second you're staying here and then saying, I have to go do this here. Maybe you do. Because I want you to go find a place that you can never ever retrieve this rock ever again. No markings on the rock, no decoration of any kind. I want it to stay a plain rock. And as I am beginning to land that plane, I want to close that thing off for good and make sure that it is sealed. So asking your higher power to just seal it, and that when it hits ground, it goes back to them. Okay? And that's all it does, is it goes back to them. Okay? That way you don't have to feel guilty about putting your negative energy out there in the world. The world needs negative energy as much as it needs positive. It doesn't. It recycles just good as bad as good. So, and then what you have to do when you get to Thailand after you've let go of this rock, because I want you to take this rock someplace you can never get it back and throw it way away from you. Scream, holler, and release all at which you need to let go of, and then go buy yourself a beautiful rock and ask your higher power to fill it with all that positive that you need in your life. And that positive you need to bring in and put it in its place. Because there's one thing you need to bring within yourself to let go of the old thing. So we must replace it with something else, otherwise it will refill back in with the crud. We must put something better in its place, that way the crud will not get back in. If you throw it at someone, remember there is karma and real life consequences to that action. Okay? Because, trust me, if you're trying to get rid of your shit, throwing it at somebody else is not going to do you any favors. Use it if you would like to. Don't use it if you do not want to. But something, in some way, you have to release this burden off of you and let it go so you can move on with the rest of your life. And now, we have a 2 God card message as well there, Red Dog Rebel. All right, you ready? Okay. The ever important other side of the coin here we need to know about. So, they need you to also realize that even though there are clouds there and they may be raining down on the world right now, maybe these are healthy emotions we need to let out. Maybe this is stuff we need to release so that we can allow all of that which is within us go down into that ground and do what rain is supposed to do. Gather up all of the other nutrients so that trees and other things like us can soak it in. Water does part of the reason it does, because yes, there's H2O in here, but there's also minerals in here. There's also whatever else in here. Sometimes we don't want to know what's in here. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about how we are feeding ourselves that which we need to let go of in order for ourselves to grow in a new, different way. So they're kind of coming back at you with another let it go and take in the right kind of stuff kind of thing. So realize, excuse me, got a phlegm issue. Realize that you are the sky in this picture, not the rain. You get to decide what kind of rain you want to be, though. Do you want to be like happy rain, or do you need to be the gale force flooding rain? You know, which way do you need to be? Yeah, ha, ha, cack, cack, cough, cough. You know what I'm saying? But it's also about that new energy of that new beginning and giving yourself time and space to grow as well. Because you got to gather up that rain down below. You have to use that history lesson to gather up that right information so you don't make the same mistakes, so we grow in new, different ways. And that's all they're trying to just remind you of is, yeah, maybe we're doing this good enough right now, and that's all we needed to be reminded of. And that is your general reading for today, my friend, Red Dog. You're very welcome. I hope that it really did help you feel more complete. I hope that made you feel more validated, because that's what I'm here to help you guys do, is to just find some answers that you need to know today, get some things that you might be wondering. So that's what I want to come here to do every day, is just be a part of your guys' lives as well. Thank you for choosing me to come get read by for. So I appreciate that as well. All right, guys. So now we've got a completely empty queue now. Oops.
This one.
Time to play some marbles. And defeat a death map and win $201. So I don't have to pay my pot dude back.
Over 600 colonies of mold live on top of soda cans. Wait, guys, what? Does that mean like soda cans after you start drinking out of them, or does that mean like you pick up a 24 pack from the store and it's got 600?
Oh, it's already erasing. Frick.
What?
Sometimes when I get bored, I will play with a guy called Cam on the Cob. He does death maps. What they are, they're the hardest maps out there on marbles to play. If you've ever played marbles, I recommend hosting one if you want to become a streamer out there. There's a lot of them out there, but you know, it's possible to create your own niche to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's a lot of wonderful people out there doing a lot of beautiful things right now. You know, there's Vanora Darkwolf. She's an awesome streamer. Gabby, she's an awesome streamer. Agent Zero, Papa Clutch, Games with Snakes. Can't wait to see you on tomorrow, buddy. I-420 guy, The Advisor, Oto Solo. I mean, there are just so many people. Guidance, who came in here, rocked our channel today. Special shout out to Guidance one more time. Royal Baked Potato, she's a good friend of the Turn Up Squad. Chilled Leo, she's an awesome lady. I mean, just to name some really cool people out there to go type some of those names in and give them a check out, why don't you? Or check my my recommended list. Most of them are on there. Some people I'm still getting to know and learn. Oh, and you want to hear my bad news? My controller for my Mac, the PlayStation controller, broke the other day. So I have to order a new PlayStation controller, and that's not on the top priority list. I was looking forward to playing the rest of my game, though. Okay, here we go. And maybe we'll just play a little bit of music for a little bit there and get the music back going and sit here and talk about life a little bit and love and all that other stuff and stuff. Life, love, the mystery of life, all that happens forever. And then we can always turn it up by turning it into a 420 stream too. We'll try to wait till the last hour to do that though. We'll do it on the way out kind of a deal. Ah, there she is. We've given a lot of love to Advisor lately. He's a nice dude. He's on stream right now. You're gonna show. If you like a 420 friendly guy, it's right now. It'd be a 420 time to smoke the jointy. What do you all say? Should I joint her up? Or should I stay clean the rest of the time? Pain is real today, guys. Alright, that's all I can take of that for a while. And he's playing Nitro Racing. See, Advisor plays things like Nitro Racing, and other people play marbles, and other people play variety games. I was watching Venora Darkwolf play Cult of the Lamb the other day, and it's like, I need this game. You know, and it was just like, the frog pond is real. The Advisors people are real. Tone is an awesome man. You know, OT Solo's going on a trip this week, so I hope people are trying to keep his channel alive, and some of those regulars in there hyping him up, even though he's gone. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a nice thing to come back to. Just notice that your stream didn't lose anybody. You know, just to be able to go watch some VODs. So go give OT Solo a follow. OT Solo Sky is his name. Games with Snakes is coming back tomorrow, loud and proud. He's doing a 24-hour tomorrow. So if you guys want to hang out with the most lit and party atmosphere, but surreal, wonderfully cool dude, I definitely recommend my homeboy, Games with Snakes. You want to hang out with somebody who's going to keep it real? It's a laid-back kind of party vibe. He loves to do crazy challenges. He's going to be interviewing a couple of people from Twitch that you might know of. I hear Descent is going to be there. Papa Clutch is going to be there. Coco Pebbles is going to be there. Who else is going to be there? Shoot, sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Right, brain fart, whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I can do? I can pull it up and look at it. Whoa.
So this one is a straight. This one is a straight.
Hmm.
No laps in this one. Whoever's the fastest will get this.
All right, now. All right, let me read these names off to you, okay? Coco Pebbles, Trey Strong, Z420, T2 The Tam, Papa Clutch 21, and DJ Descent. And there was one more name he announced the other day that I don't remember, but I think he added another person onto the queue as well. So, we'll find out, I guess. So tune in for more from Games with Snakes coming up here soon. Always share with my friends. Alright, let's get ready to rumble. Okay, so we got that little announcement out of the way. Because I promote my homies, my friends, especially people who've made a big impact on me. There have been a couple of people out there who've made a very big impact on me. First of all, Esoteric. If you're out there, my first mod ever, the first follower ever, the first everything ever. He has been here since the beginning. He's not around as much anymore, but he's always here in my heart. And I will always appreciate him for everything he helped me do. He helped me get the overhead camera set up, a better microphone for myself, and I am working on getting better stuff there, guys. But honest with you, I'm doing the best I can with the limited resources I do have. So right now I have to decide what's more important to me. Working PlayStation controller or putting money towards my project. You know what I'm saying? So the struggle is real. You only live once. And then for 150 people out there will own that deck. It'll be a limited series too. So if I do decide to release it on a more wide scale, it will be the updated version of the 5 Paths sayings. So this one's only the original deck only. So except for spelling and grammar mistakes, and making it look nicer, you know, by maybe showing you each card with the explanation and stuff like that on the sheet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll be reworking some of them in there, but I would be spending a year on that alone, just revamping all the wording. All right. So do 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 do. Time after time, do 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 do. I'll make you mine, do do do. And sad mistakes I made of you, and I know you miss, and I know we are the champions, my friends. Yeah, that's just me being weird and silly, guys. Gotta throw a little bit of fun out there every once in a while. Maybe that's what brings someone's in and goes, I gotta see what this guy's about. Hi, everybody out there watching me and lurking around. Hi, everybody. Come on in, get your tarot reading here. They're 100% completely free. Never had to pay for a single thing here. These are not pay-for tarot readings. Alright, I was going to put the music on, wasn't I? And just started to play in my head the music. I was thinking, oh wait, they can't hear this. We're listening to Lindsey Sterling, one of my favorite violinists out there. Sorry, I almost said pianist. Jesus Christ. So, are you having the best day ever? Is today the kind of day you want it to be? I invite you to come in here and get a tarot reading from me. I promise to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me all the gods that I believe in, and I will use my custom-made, homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, to divine the best possible path for you. These are not your regular sugarcoat kind of tarot reading here. I do not hold back. I pull out the gloves. I will kick spiritual ass if I need to. I will tell you what you need to know, not necessarily what you want to know here. So, just so you let you know, these are very blunt, in-your-face kind of tarot reading. It's also the only way I know how to be. So, at 10:45 my time, I'm lighting this bad bitch up. Warning, the following stream is intended for 18 plus only. There will be cannabis in use. Use. Alright, we're going full tilt kitty as of right now, guys. We're 420 style, ain't it? Uh-oh. Someone's trying to beat a bear here. Bear attack, run, run, bear attack. Oh, shit. Now they're going to do some more just to... Yeah, man. I am big, dude. Of course I am. Welcome in, Zeal. How are we doing? Zeal to death? Say, the man as big as one. A man. Okay. Hi, first time chatter. Welcome on in. Welcome into 420 part of my stream. We've started the 420 aspect of it. That means I'm imbibing in cannabis. And I'm giving tarot readings out. So how's your day doing so far for today? Welcome on in, my friend. Well, good to have you here. Welcome to the stars. Well, it says first time chatter, so you must have changed your name or something. Alright, what was your name before, Zeal? Hey, Joyful Moon! Welcome on in! Now let me turn the music back down a little bit now that I got some people in here. There we go. Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me now? Welcome in, Joyful Moon, and welcome in, Zeal Death. According to my chat, you've never been here before, so you either changed your name, and whatever your name is, I don't care. Is it you, Bill? It's okay, keep that one, okay? I don't know if it's Bill or not. Honestly, I haven't felt him around for a while. I think he was starting to stream himself, but he keeps his music too loud and doesn't pay enough attention to chat. So welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fabulous rest of the day here. I know I am. We have been starting to partake in the old green. I only had one. Maybe I was just AKA lurking. Okay, well that's fine. I appreciate the lurk. Hey, I want you to come check me out before you pop in the chat and say something sometimes. I want you to come check me out and make sure I'm the kind of reader you want to see, you know? So I appreciate any and all lurks, any follows, any subscribes. It's all good to me. Hell, I don't need them. Whatever you want to give me, you give me. You know, these are free readings because I want to come here to actually try to help people. And I think I'm doing a very good job at that, according to all the people I've ever read for up to this date. So I only have them to go on, at least. That's what my views are saying. So I go with that, what they tell. And right now I'm just cleaning out my brass monkey because it needs to be cleaned out. What's a brass monkey, you might ask? It's the tool I used to smoke pot in. Where can I find my own brass monkey? Your local hardware store. I picked this thing up at the local hardware store. They're just pipe junctions. Brass pipe junctions. That's all it is. It's just brass pipe junctions. And you know what? You could custom make a very cheap pipe for, less than, $10 to $15. That won't break on you. It will never crack on you. Then you just have to find a way to tap either a mouthpiece or something like that in there. And there's lots of ways of getting around it. Either you can buy one of those, old vape ones will fit in at certain brass statements. Hi, Big Uncle. Welcome on in. Welcome to the stars. How's Big Uncle Chewing here today? Are you having a good day there, my friend? I hope you're all having a fabulous rest of the day. And if it's not a good day, I hope that today is the day that you decide today can be your best day ever. Well, do a backflip or get off my grass, damn kids. I'm not capable of back nor flipping, nor do I have damn kids. But thanks for the suggestions. Yeah, I'm not a dancer. I'm not a singer. Most I do is bounce in my chair because I have chronic pain issues. You know what I'm saying? And then just remember to watch everything, guys. TOS is being a little bit more picky about what you are able to say about certain subjects now. So just remind yourself that I don't want you to get yourself in trouble here. If it does some banning on you, it's not me, it's them. So I don't care two shits what you say here. But oh, well, see, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we do a backflip for weed? Hell, if I have enough in me, I might be able to do a backflip. I'll probably kill myself doing it, but I could probably do it. Well, see, Zeal, this is why we love to have these conversations. We get to know one another, and, even if you've been here before and I've forgotten you, I apologize, I've forgotten you. So, try to remember as much people as I can, but be honest, I don't ever remember seeing that name before. So, but not the first time, my friend. I get baked. I get banned like once a week. From who? Is this Bill? Bill, is that you? Bill, I hope it's you. I've actually missed Bill. I won't say any more than that, just in case it's not Bill. But if that's you, I've missed you, my friend. I've actually tried to watch a couple of your streams, but if it is you, you need to lower the music down and need to pay attention to chat just a tiny bit more. Sometimes it feels like you're not there with us. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that's a goal for you as a streamer or because we can't hear you to understand even what you're saying. And we'd like to be able to get your viewpoints, but if we can't hear what you're saying, it's not working that well. Just my humble suggestion. Well, then, okay then. Then if you get banned in other chats, I want to ask you why. Are you a natural troll? Or did you grow up to be one? Did you always want to be a troll? I don't know. Are you a troll or are you just somebody who's just trying to get some attention? I'm here to help. I'll give you attention. But either way, I love you being here, being my friend, coming and checking me out. Hey, you know what? I don't even have somebody to talk to. I don't have you'd be my first troll. So, and I would actually find that an honor because that means I'm doing something right. By pissing somebody off, I'm doing something right for somebody else. It's going very, very well, Big Uncle. We're having a good day so far. Getting more into the last hour for my week here, and then I'll come back on Monday and stuff like that. So don't do anything during the weekends, guys. I usually try to hold my private reading time for the weekends. So if you're ever interested in getting a private reading where it's not being broadcast to the whole world, you can hook me up on my email at theunknownprophettarot@gmail.com. Oh, just because... Oh, well, that's stupid. I mean, sometimes game mechanics... You know what happened to me this morning? My PlayStation controller decided to up and die on me. I was using that thing for weeks and weeks and weeks. I was just using it that morning. Went to go pick it back up. Did the old unplug, replug in thing. Blow it out thingy. Clean it out thingy. Try not to destroy it while re-putting it back together thingy. And then putting it back together correctly. And trying it again and no power. So my fun time has just gone a little bit more lower because I don't have the money to replace such a thing right now. It's a $150 controller. I don't have $150 right this second. So finally go out of my way to buy myself a new wireless one, and what happens to it? It dies. And I tried the reset pin and all of that other stuff too, so I don't throw something away unless I'm damn sure it's done. So probably needs to saturate. What you mean, the video has to do some saturating ability? Yeah, I've been trying to figure out some of the camera stuff but my cameras aren't the best guys. Okay, they're just your desktop camera and one $20 thing I got from a friend who bought it for me when I was first beginning to stream tarot. So and then all the other OBS settings are when I tried moving anything around in the graphics stuff, it doesn't do anything. So I go to properties and it says no source selected. Okay, I have a source selected. It's not working. Let's try to find it again. Where is my card cam? Oh, well, I hope it's not Games with Snakes. He's coming back, so I don't know if you follow him. He's a good 420 guy. I can recommend a lot of cool 420 guys. Right now, online, The Advisor, _ he's a very laid back, cool 420 content creator. I definitely go check him out, especially if you're trying to build community. Games with Snakes is a good community builder, but more of a party atmosphere. He'll be on tomorrow. Then I know I420 guy. He's an old stoner who has a very unique vibe. I love his vibe, but he's kind of got the old school smoker vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I know a couple of them out there. And then I'm a 420 streamer twice a month. And that's about all the time I do it. I do it twice a month, and that's the only time I normally do it. Because I like to keep my readings clean, for the most part, Because I know there's a difference between someone who's on a chemical and someone who's not on a chemical. I'm not an idiot, you know what I'm saying? I know the human body responds to it a certain way. I do believe that helps me in some ways, but I know it hinders me in other ways. So, and it's all on how you use it, I say. So I try not to use it too much. So I was just checking to see if how my presets were for this. And I've got it on. Yeah. Use buffering? No. That's not doing anything. And that's not doing anything. Yep. All it says is I can put it on high or a certain amount of... Oh, well, Games? Yeah, he's coming back tomorrow. Yeah, Games didn't didn't stop streaming. He just took a break. He took a self-care break with him and his wife Ada. Just took some time for themselves for a little bit. You know, with the holidays and everything and stuff like that. So tomorrow he's going to be live from 2 p.m. till 2 p.m. the next day. He's going to do a 24-hour stream. So be prepared for that shit. If you follow Games with Snakes, you should know that by now. Go check his Twitter account out and go check out his Discord. Maybe you know some of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, I'm going to be there packing a bowl right along with you. You know what I'm saying? He is one of my best mates out here on Twitchland, you know what I'm saying? He's one of my I just said the best homie I've known, you know? Yeah, we've all missed him. We've all missed him horribly. We're all going to flood his ass with a bunch of subs and biddies and crap like that. You know he's going to get it, right? And then we can just see some cool people on top of it. I mean, come on. Coco Pebbles, Papa Clutch, DJ Descent. I mean, come on. These are just a few of the names that are going to be there tomorrow. You know? T-Tam 2 and what was the other dude's name? I forgot already. Shit. But anyway, go check his Twitter page. It's on there. I'm not gonna be and now I've only got this small bit of green left anyway, so, and then to save some, you know, green and make some last, we try to do it every 5 to 6 hours. Is when we typically have one joint every 5 to 6 hours. So it's not like I just sit here and smoke and smoke and smoke all the time. I'd be out of everything I had if I did that in one day. So, you know, one of the things I like to talk about is my use of cannabis and the reason that I do use it from time to time here on the stream. I believe we all have a natural ability, but I also believe we have natural barriers as well. Something like cannabis, not only does it help my physical pain reduce, which is by far a lot better now than it was an hour ago. You know what I'm saying? And then it reduces my physical pain, which allows me to pick up more stuff. Then it also relaxes me for my anxiety issues, but I take regular anxiety medications. Like I say, I try to use the cannabis as a medication, not necessarily as a get high tool all the time. Not that I haven't done that from time to time. I'd be lying if I said that, you know. And then I believe that it allows my natural abilities to kind of drop the shield that I put up, that I have to put up on a daily basis. Otherwise, I'd get inundated by all of these voices and all these messages that I can't handle on all the day processing kind of a deal. You know what I'm saying? I pick up a certain message from certain people at certain times. I can handle that. All at once kind of stuff. Well, usually I have to be pretty high in order for me to pick up everything. And I mean everything. I picked up some scary stuff for people sometimes, and that's why I always say warning, because not only am I using a substance to enhance my abilities, but I am using a substance that's legal in my state that I choose to use, that I would not recommend everybody out there go out there and try. You have to do your research about it, make sure it's something that you can actually feel comfortable with using, but when you want to, I'm all there for you. I'm a 420 bong hitter all day long. I just broke my MJ Arsenal for the second time, and I gotta find a way to replace this now. That's $138 there that I can't use anymore, because I was cleaning out the stem down below because it was getting really nasty down there, and I thought, oh, I'll just use my tweezers to do that and crack with the little glass pipe in there. Of course that would happen, and of course my wife just smiled and said, "You dumbass." Yeah, so, getting some of the CBDs and THCs in there, I do believe there's actual medicinal benefits to it as well. I'm one of those people who believe that cannabis as a plant or as a medicine can be very medicinal. If it's used in excess and you get your tolerance way too high, and you're smoking way too much of it, then the effects don't have as much merit. If you're smoking it and giving yourself a little bit of help there to relax you a little bit, and basically that's what it does. It relaxes me. So it relaxes me to the point where I don't care if all my shields are up at the time, because I generally have a 4-stage shield processing when processing any and all information. And for all the 420 content creators out there, ever those that happened, or ever will be, this one's for you. There. I fulfilled my promise of giving you a high energy. Yeah, we're not exactly high energy here. We're very laid back, very calm, serene here. And I keep it kind of like that for a reason, because I want people to be able to come in here and get the kind of readings that are right for them. And as I use a custom-made deck that I'm trying to promote to make an actual reality right now, that's what I'm about. That's the only thing I want to do with it is print 150 copies. Make a limited run of these ones. If these become popular, then I'm going to commercialize it a little bit more and update some of the things that I would say, like I would tell you now, versus when I actually made the deck. So, so I don't even use the book or the things it says in there anymore, because I've adopted new meanings to some of the cards, and some of the meanings have never changed. You know what I'm saying? I do have more green on hand. I'm just trying to savor the flavor of it a little bit and not go through it all at once. I might have one more joint before we end stream, but that's about it for now. And then 5 more hours later, I'll have more. I have old decks. Yeah, I have some old tarot decks as well. I don't ever use them, though, because I've been using this one for 25 years, and this is my deck. So, when it's something you've created yourself, you tend to use it yourself, But I do have other decks that I have here. Most of them are oracle decks, the pick a card for the day kind of decks, I have like 1 or 2 real tarot decks in my whole owning because of the deck I made. I never needed another one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no one says, if anyone ever tells you you can't, I'm here to show you can, okay? So they told me they wouldn't publish it, so I said, okay, fuck you, I'll publish it myself. And now, when it becomes popular, and someone like one of those publishing companies that said no to me come asking me to be a part of their thing again, I will of course say yes, with the stipulation that they admit that they were wrong, that they did not want to publish it in the first place. I know I can't really make that condition, because I know art is subjectional, and not everyone will vibe with my deck. You know what I'm saying? People who have come here and gotten a reading from me, people who have it's made a deep impact on their lives and could see value in the other bits of the cards, Oh yeah, we're going back to vibrating. Oh yeah. This chair came equipped with vibrating ability. I'm so happy. And now I'm just like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this isn't TOS, guys. I don't want you to get excited or anything, but, yeah. Feel the vibrations of the chair make my pain go away. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Here you go at $1.99 a minute. Oh yeah, I want you to come here now and have this tasty morsel of a man. That's right, I'm a tastier kind of man. Ooh, ah. Yes, I do voices. Then say more than once makes your own deck yours. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep, and that's what I'm saying is a lot of readers out there do that for a reason because, ooh, I gotta donate. Someone donated $5. Yay! And now Cash App is trying to steal that $5. Well, hello, my authenticator app is not set up correctly. Well, yeah, creating this deck was a very special experience for me because not only did I take a lesson from my everyday life and turn it into a lesson that I could constantly teach myself that would help keep me making better choices and decisions. The 5 paths is all about taking and making the best possible choices we can in life. It's not necessarily to help you find the path, but show you where you're at. It can give you directions on where you're going should you continue this same direction you're going, but you ultimately have to go back and live your everyday life. And as I like to say, remember, the future's always in your own hands. No matter what I tell you here today, you have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to live. So you can't always come here expecting a tarot reader or anybody to keep telling you the same things over and over again, and then I'm not wondering why you still keep coming around if you keep getting the same answers when you haven't dealt with the first one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. And then there are other people who genuinely want and need that spiritual help. There are people who get a little addicted to tarot readers just like anybody, because we're giving you the help that you need. And when you have that instantaneously person telling you what is making a whole lot of sense to you, it's like going to a psychologist or psychiatrist. Only I don't know the degree, okay? I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist. I'm a life coach at best. I'm a minister, and I don't want just more money here. I want to help people, So the only reason I'm trying to publish the deck is to kind of have something of myself out there one day that someone can say I own a copy of. That's why I'm not trying to do no maximum mega, lofty, kind of an idea. So, well, if you want one, I'm here sitting here waiting for people to get a reading or whatever. So that's up to you to decide if you want to do that. Bad pun, yeah, exactly. And remember, I'm trying to catch up on chat here, and I'm a little stoned at this time, so remind yourself of that. And I don't want just money. You know what I'm saying? I want good quality people to come here who want genuine, real advice and guidance. I want to be able to help someone find a path that's right for them. I don't want to just tell them what they need to know. I want to tell them what they need to hear, too. There's a lot of tarot readers out there that will try to soften the blow. I'm not that kind of a tarot reader. Okay, I've always been told, tell everybody the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and don't hold back, because they'll respect you more for it when you do. Because when things start to hit so close to home, they can't fucking believe it. Not only have you validated them, but they usually will come back and validate you that your ability does actually work. Because we do wonder sometimes whether this stuff works or doesn't work. We get just as subconscious as anybody else. And if that reader isn't working on themselves, run away fast, run away hard. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see them in somebody else's chat trying to work on themselves once in a while, that's kind of letting you know that maybe they need to do a little bit of self-care for themselves as a reader too. So just like me, I take a couple days off to give myself a break. A lot of us are good about taking breaks and stuff. But like anything, we get as addicted as you, because it's kind of an endorphin high when we come here and we sit here and people actually show up and listen to our advice, and that advice makes sense to them. It validates them, and then in turn telling us that hits so close to home, validating the gift that we have been given by our higher power, that we've been told this is what we were here to do. And having that purpose in life and finding that purpose for somebody is what it's all about for most of us. You find your purpose of what you were here to do, and once you found that thing, nothing else will ever compare to it, because it will be the only thing you ever want to do for the remainder of your life. Yes, you'll grow and do different ways within it, but you'll only do one thing. So, I was trying to be a baby ghost hunter for a while there. That didn't work out. So we're going to just return back to creating the coven I want, and creating the tarot deck I want, and then and making sure that I've got all of my ducks in a row, and I'm doing enough self-care for myself first before I go taking care of a bunch of others. I want to make sure I'm good and healthy first, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And as I'm building up, I need time to build it up too. You know what I'm saying? I want to put a couple things together, like rules, regulations, kind of like a Discord channel, only secret. Probably be very open coven, not a very hide in the closet kind of coven. Not a kind of coven that will come to your house and go, do you want to join this church of Satan? And we don't worship Satan, by the way. Oh no, I hear he's not a bad dude from what I hear from Satanists. And depending if you have a sense of humor or not, which I hope you do. You know what I'm saying? So, So if anybody else has any questions out there or would like to me to answer anything for them, or they just want to chat about something else, just about what's going on with real life, or or want to pick a subject for me to talk about or something, I can talk about my life and what I've been through. Hey, look, I got a hydrate. And most of us do. So people want to know about the demon and angel thingy. First, that you have to start with what you actually believe in. Now, are we talking about the angels and demons of a Christian faith-based? Or are we talking of a Muslim faith-based? What kind of demons are we working with here? So I know how we have a place to start. Then I would ask the question of the difference between good and bad would be about as comparable to that. You know what I'm saying? Without the absence of good, that is evil. All that which is absence of evil is good. You know what I'm saying? But in when people think about angels or demons or guides or whatever else, okay, it's an energy. They're sharing energy with you. We choose to see a form to it. And sometimes we can believe in that form so much we can will that form to being. Or they can form themselves into being. That's where you get the word demon from. Okay? And they are some real natural things out there. Because with the creation of light, we also created shadow. And when we created shadow, in order there for it to be true balance in life, one has to meet with the other. In order for there to be life, there must equally be death. You know what I'm saying? And it's called, and then you can do a thing that's called, attracting it to you, like you just called it summoning. Yes, There are things you can do to attract those kinds of energies to you. But then you have to remember what your intent is too, and how much you're protecting yourself while you're doing such a thing. You should always personally do a self-care check first and foremost. Are you physically in good shape? Are you mentally in good shape? Are you spiritually in good shape? Because if you're going to combat what you would consider to be a demon, that is going to be a very taxing time for you. These are not things you want to play with. There are real things out there that can cause real harm because we've all manifested them into being. Because so many people think that way about them, they've manifested to mean that thing here. As in heaven, do I hold your thoughts to be true. Whatever you think, I hold true here on heaven, in heaven and earth. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we're talking angels. Well, angels are just that half of that other half of that being. And then that is the other side of the coin, which is the light half of the energy that we call good. You know what I'm saying? And then everything that goes with that whole rigmarole, just like evil, or angels or demons. It's all in what your pure intent is and what your tent is. If you're going out there willy-nilly with a Ouija board, not giving yourself a protective circle, not taking all the necessary physical, mental, and spiritual things, that you are ready to contact whatever's on the other end of the phone. That means you know to say goodbye before you do anything else other than walk away from that thing. You do not leave until you say goodbye. I don't care how scary it is. I don't care how much you are afraid. You say goodbye to whatever you've summoned, and you say go back where you came from then and there. Okay? I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care if it's your mom. You don't want these things to be stuck here for long periods of time. I don't want to trap my mom in this world anymore. She's perfectly happy in wherever that is that she went to. Okay? And, and angels can be just as dangerous as demons if you think about it. To affect heaven's laws or to enforce heaven's, rule on earth, if you think about angels doing something that's a sin or something that's against God, could be the reasons when you say, God, strike me down, and then you go back down to the worst hell of shit that you've ever been through in your life kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So, but it's our perception. We as humans don't know how to break down what those really mean in this world. So we've broken them down into easier digestible terms of energies. We call the evil things demons. We call the good things angels. You know what I'm saying? And it's our belief in those things that give them that power. As long as we give the right thing the right power, the other things are not going to be able to defeat what you believe more in. So believe in a good God who's compassionate and kind, who doesn't want to go out there hating on anybody, okay? And you don't become a person of that like that at all. Okay then. Then you're doing the right things in life. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to do things we're stupid, dumb decisions. We all might steal something at one point in our life. We might all, do something naughty with somebody else's best friend at one point, depending on your moral standards and whatever else you live by, That's my wife. She had morals beyond my wildest dreams when I met her. It's like, oh my dear God, can I handle this woman? She was like, ow.
What's that noise?
That's my chair. See? I was trying to get some of the back pain to go away before I had my last and final joint, which I was going to grab here soon. So, if you wouldn't mind, since you're closer. Oh, and check your bag again, because I think you left it open or something last night.
My bag?
Yeah. Were you, when you were rolling it up, did you forget to close it? Because I found a little bit of green down in the
In the drawer?
in the drawer there. It wasn't much, but it was something that you would normally do, so I thought maybe I'd tell you.
Oh, I probably did. Okay. Here.
Okay, there you go. Tell her to DK you. What's DK mean? What's a DK? First must let me know what the word DK means. Then I can say whether or not she will do it or not. Then it's up to her to decide to her to do. I don't make her do shit. Fuck, if I can get her to get up a day and actually kind of, be wanting to be with me, what she does, it's pretty much a good day. So, what is your question? What does that mean there, Z? Feels like this should be in the Karate Kid or something like that. And I believe everybody's faiths, religions, and everything is valid. I believe what you hold true in your heart of hearts is what you get judged by in the end. You know what I'm saying? I believe God holds you to what you oath yourself to and what your moral compass is telling you you should and shouldn't do, and what your personal belief in religion is. It holds you to that. And if you do everything you're supposed to according to yourself and that faith, then you're doing everything that a higher power could ever ask for. You know? If you're trying to live your life day by day and survive, maybe not obeying all the rules, but trying to survive as hard as it is to steal as less as possible, you know what I'm saying? Just to survive every day. Even if that means you're stealing out of someone's trash can that they've locked because it's stupid to lock a trash can where food can get in it. I mean, you're not going to use it anyway. Why not just put it out there prepackaged for the homeless to come and take a box of it? You know?
Yeah.
And write it off as a donation to charity. And there's a couple good grocery stores that do that. I mean...
Here in the Twin Cities.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know what that meant. So I was like, I'm not up in my terminology. So it meant you hit the head on the crown with two hands. Okay. Tell her that you hit the head on the crown with two hands is what they wanted me to tell you. Okay, you've been told. I've told her.
Yay! I think.
She says, yay, I think. I'm really excited to see Michael tomorrow. It's been too fucking long.
I know, you're going into withdrawal from Michael.
Yeah, you're damn right I am. It's been like 2 weeks, man. I miss my friend. I just miss my friend more than anything. And I'm just hoping that, you know, he got the much needed self-care time he needed. That's more than all I could ask. Comes back fresh, new, ready to rock, ready to roll.
Oh.
I wonder if Ada will give me her song soon. She had till the 11th to give it to me, but she never got back to me.
Oh.
Hey, High Class Hippie, thanks for the lurk. Thanks for hopping on in and lurking while you're doing whatever you're doing. Have a great and fabulous day. May you be loved and hugged by those stars in the heaven above. I love to my high class hippie. This one's for you, sweet pea. We're footing it 420 style for the high class hippie. That's right, guys. We've got a 420 hit right now for the high class hippie. Whoop whoop.
Hi!
Yes. Instead of a brass monkey hit, we're gonna hit the brass monkey, but we'll hit it in Toki form. If it only didn't repeat all the damn time. I tried to fix that too. Just play the song once and stop.
Oi.
Don't. Oi.
Oi.
Oi. Oi, she says. Oi, I say. What backflip and where was I supposed to be viewing it? I can't do backflips. I would destroy my spine. Why are they playing Revelry?
No, that's taps. That's for
Okay,
when
taps.
somebody dies.
Okay, why are they playing taps? On a Lindsey Sterling compilation best ofs? Crap. Is it called something else? Like The Lonely Shepherd or Near to Mortality called taps. Okay, whatever. You know what? We don't need it anyway. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the stars. Uncle 957. Big Uncle, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow today. I appreciate it. Hey, that puts us a little bit closer to our follow goal. We've almost reached the 500 followers. The first one will be coming up. When we hit the 500 followers, we will be having a 6-hour stream. So right now, I'm going to go check to see what my numbers are at for the old follow ads number. Zarian. Today, as of today, we are... Don't look at this a whole lot, honestly, because I'm not making a whole lot of headway. And today we have the grand total of 489 followers to date. That means, guys, we have exactly 11 followers to go before we reach that 6-hour stream. All right, there you go, guys. There's my goal. And remember, you guys can always help the fun by subscribing, liking, sharing it out, bat signaling, screaming it to the top of your lungs, just sitting here and enjoying it, or lurking like wonderful high-class hippie is doing.
Or talking with your bestie.
Or talking with my bestie, which is all of you.
I thought I was your bestie.
No, they're my online bestie. You're my in real life bestie. And thank you very much for the following, Big Uncle. Don't mind, my wife is just having a hacking up a lung there from a pot hack.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I intend to normally do. We'll probably be ending stream here soon. It's usually go to about noon. But if you guys have things you want to talk about or something like that, give me some motivation to stick around that other half an hour. I really do appreciate all that you've done for me today by just stopping by and being a part of my stream today. I consider it a great honor. I got to read for guidance today. I got to shout out my friends today. I got to read for some pretty awesome people. I got to meet some new awesome people, and you are all stars in my eyes. So I want you to know I truly do mean that. That was the wifey. Sounds like a turtle having sex. Yeah, exactly. And that's not to tease turtles. Or getting their King Kong. That's why this is an 18 plus show, you guys. Because I am 18 plus. And I don't want to have to worry about it. If you come in here and you're a kid and you're lurking and paying attention here, well, shame on you. It should stop you from doing that, but we all know kids. They'll find anything to pop into. So, I'm not... these are intended for adults only. Really, they are, so... Now to go see who is on today. I haven't seen Agent on today. I haven't seen them on today. But they did their first ever 7-hour stream yesterday. Maybe they're pooped it. No. No. Sophie. Ooh, they're having a birthday stream? Ooh. We must go say hi to someone who's having birthday stream.
Oh, God.
They're having a stream-a-thon day 13 event. And they are not the prettiest or funniest woman out there, but tell me you something. I'm also not the smartest. But check my schedule out and my panels out for business inquiry, Sophie. Okay, so she plays games like Battle and Bingo. It looks like she has some cool emo. She looks kind of cool. She likes to play Baldur's Gate. She's playing Baldur's Gate today. That's definitely a vibe, guys. I definitely want to go check that out. She's having a birthday stream. So what I want from all of you, if you have chosen to stick with me this whole time and have given me your much needed love, all I ask in return is that you follow me around to my raid for at least 5 minutes today. And if you want to, you can post this raid. If I can learn how to type at least. Yeah. And you want to follow my raid message along with me. Spam a couple emotes on there while you're at it and tell them you came from the Unknown Prophet. And alright, I'll be right there. I'll go get it in a second. I'm almost done here. Fuck. Okay. Guess I get until I get to the door and back. Where's my chain? Move it. Move it. Coming. On my way. I'm just setting it down here at the office for you. Or that. Sorry, guys. My wife is in a lot of pain today, so I had to go help her out by getting her meal for today to the bedroom. So thank you for understanding, guys. So I'm just trying to find this person here. Okay. So, okay. Let's give her a shout out while we're at it. And you guys can go like and follow her on the way in too as well. No, I'm not rating my wife. I'm rating somebody else. I'm rating someone who's having a birthday stream. Her name is not... My wife doesn't even stream, guys. She wants to, but we have to wait till she can get a good computer. So this is who we're going to go see. She's playing Baldur's Gate. It's her birthday today. So we're going to go give her some much needed birthday love. So go wish her happy birthday and spam some happy birthday, light happy emotes in the chat for me. We're going to go spend some time with her today. I haven't spent some time with her in a while, so I kind of feel bad that I haven't been here for a while. So this is some kind of a little bit of a payback for her as well, to say thank you for all that she's done too, because she was here for me a long time ago, but I haven't seen her for a while. So either our schedules didn't mesh or I haven't seen her on for a while. So here we go. We're going to go give her a birthday rating, guys, and we'll see you guys later.